Welcome back everybody to the channel. This is part 1 of the F1 2019 5-lap championship. Basically, I've done 5 laps just to make it so the championship doesn't go on for too long. I'm just going to be going over each round, partially commentating on what events occur throughout the course of the race. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. So yeah, we're here at round 1, which is Australia, my home track. My home Grand Prix, but yeah, basically we've chosen Lando Norris in the McLaren F1. So yeah, let's get into the race. Got an okay start. My teammate to my right there, Carlos Sainz, really good start. Okay, now that I think of it, maybe we didn't get the best start. Getting pushed out a little bit. The front guys pulling a bit of a gap. P11, which is okay, but you know, gonna have to make some moves quite early in the race to get up the front if I want to win. Tyres are a little bit cold still, so just can't push the car too much. That's why you can see the steering wheel catching a little bit of a slide coming out of the corners. But yeah, broke a lot later than my teammate there. Pulled a big gap. I'm sorry, I should say reeled in a big gap. Now there's a space. I'm gonna go for it. Oh no, I've choked. I've gone for a gap that was not there. In the heat of the moment, you think that there's a gap, you know, you're gonna go for it, but no. Now that I watch back, definitely no gap. Just way too eager to. Yeah, I doubt it, Jeff. Look at the gap. Bottom left corner. There's the mini-map. That's second last place. P19. Already coming on the front straight. So yeah, got a lot of ground to catch back up. But yeah, let's see if we can do it. So I'm just going to shut up here and. So we'll fast forward it now. We're gone to lap 2. DRS is now enabled, so yeah, we are green in all sectors, which is, you know. And now what? Oh, Max Verstappen. We're on lap 3 now. Max Verstappen has now Lewis Hamilton fastest laps. Still in P20, so that's last still. Got Kubica in 18th and Gasly in 19th, but yeah, still quite a big gap. We were 1:26.2, so an alright lap time. So we've got green in the first sector, red in the second sector, so not looking like the best lap. Must have made a mistake. Yeah, definitely. So now we're on the last lap, lap 5. So the races do go quite quick, but depending on where you are in the field, it can produce some really good racing. So maybe being way back, so far back that you can't even see the guy in front of you, isn't the best for content. So might have to keep that in mind. Maybe not choke early in the race. 3.5 seconds. Okay, so unless they have a big crash, I don't think I'm going to catch up to them for this race. Going down the... Is that the back straight or is this the back straight? One of them. Partially cutting the corner there. Calling it close with the penalties. So Max Verstappen takes out round 1, race winner of the Australian Grand Prix. But yeah, you can just see Kubica in 19th place there, just not having enough speed to catch back up. We were a lot quicker than them, but the gap was just too big for the the gain over time I had on them, but yeah, great way to start off the championship with a 20th position.
Some amazing talents out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
So teammate Carlos Sainz there in 9th, and yeah.
He put in a rock solid performance today, one that he can be proud of.
Not Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez with a time penalty. Alright, so now we're at round 2 at Bahrain. So yeah, what do we... we're starting out of 8th, so P8 for this one. Hopefully we can get a good start and not choke on lap 1 and get a good race. Getting an alright start. I did remember to record the replay, so we will be getting replay views for this, for the rest of the championship. Getting a good run outside of Hulkenberg there. I'm trying to squeeze him. Oh, big moves. Run a little bit wide on the curb. So we've got Leclerc in front of us, reeling in a big gap. Getting a little bit taily coming out of the hairpin. Just running way too wide. The front's just got no grip.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
Again, running a little bit wide, almost getting into the gravel. But yeah, it looks like Leclerc has got a little bit of speed on us. You can just see in the minimap the train of cars that are stuck behind us. Awesome view down the front straight. I think that's Bottas. Yep, Bottas pulling out past us. We're going to go back around the outside. Can we make it work? We do. Oh my goodness. Pulling out a lot. Oh, and we've made a mistake. Gone off, hit the DRS sign. Oh my god. Sparks are flying everywhere. Some great shots here. Chucking it back up the inside of Hulkenberg. A little bit of a touch. So now Bottas has gotten a gap of, I think that's 1 second. Running a little bit of wide, going through the hairpin under the Pirelli sign. Braking a little bit too late there, running way too wide on the other side of the curb. And that's just given Hulkenberg all the motivation to go up the inside, but I brake a little bit deeper and I keep 7th position. I think that's Hulkenberg. Yeah, Hulkenberg trying to go around the outside, turning in, touching our left rear tyre. So now Hulkenberg's on the right hand side of us. Now he's in front of us. Can we go up the inside? We try. The gap's not there. We cut the corner. Sebastian Vettel with a 132 flat. Thankfully we're not given a penalty, but that's I do not know who that is. Someone's going up the inside. That's another person up the inside. Have to go around the outside. Can we make it work? Oh my god, we do. We passed 3 of them around the outside going into turn 1. You don't see that every day. Grosjean looking for a space up the inside, but there is just no room. Turning in, running way too wide. Gonna get a shit exit out of here. Yeah, you can just see how much wider it is. There's just no front grip, so it's just not turning in. Having to slow the car up a lot more now to get it turned in. We have no damage, but just the setup wasn't right for the race. I think that's Grosjean right behind us, putting a little bit of pressure on us, hoping for us to make a mistake. Some awesome camera shots there. Running a little bit wide on the apex, but still staying in within the track limits. Putting a little bit of a gap on Grosjean. Hopefully, yeah, mate, they're pulling away. We're not coming up to them. Jeff's going a little bit crazy, I think. I don't think we're watching the same race. Having to cover my line from Grosjean a little bit there. Just he has a DRS down the front straight, so he should have gone past us, but you know, obviously didn't have the speed. So we're on lap 4 now, running really wide coming out of that corner there, through the hairpin, still running wide, so obviously we haven't fixed the no turn within the car. Awesome shot there. And we've ran wide again. I think that's going to make us lose a spot. Yep, it has. Now look at the gap to Grosjean. So now we've got Perez right behind us in 9th. We're in 8th. Grosjean's in 7th. It's lap 4, so we have 1 and a bit laps to catch back up and pass him. But unless we pull something out, I don't think we're going to be able to. No, it looks like we've got speed to keep up with him, but have we got speed to catch him? That's the question. Braking way too late there, almost hitting Grosjean in the rear. Having to get on the brake, slow it up too much, not being able to carry enough speed. And just, you know, now I've got a shit run onto the front straight. But we do have DRS, looking for the pass, just not on. There's no room. Well, sorry, there was room, but there's just not enough speed to catch up in time. We do have DRS, so that is in our favour. Hopefully we can get the move done before the end of the lap. Running a lot wider than Grosjean through that corner there, so hopefully that doesn't hinder us that much. Looks like we've tidied that corner up, or still running wide. We have a little bit of a slide coming out of that corner because we exited on the ripple. The back of the car just fishtailing out. So that has given Grosjean a little bit of a gap in front of us. We do have DRS, so let's see if that can help us. But no, it doesn't look like much. Haven't caught him enough to get the move done in the next couple straights. Just trying everything, going so much deeper into the corners, trying to get every little bit out of the car to catch back up and hopefully make the move in the last corner, but it's over. So you can just see how much deeper we're going into the corner to try and make up for the time that we've lost. But that's it. Round 2, 8th.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So now at round 3, which is Shanghai, China. So I've had a little bit of practice at this track, not that much, but hopefully we can put it all together now and get to the race and do well.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yeah, well, I can throw it in the fence and crash, mate, so hopefully we don't do that. So starting at a P8 again, Carlos Sainz in 9th, so he is the red, the red arrow, or I think it was, maybe it wasn't. So going up the inside at turn 2, now into turn 3, Hamilton rubbing sides, so that's not good for the damage part of the car. Hopefully we don't, you know, get a flat or something. But we go up the inside, very, very late braking there. Hopefully we can get it done on Hamilton, but we don't. He's just, you know, he's in the main line, the race line, so he's getting a lot more grip coming out of that corner. But you can just see how much, from the events that have occurred, how much of a gap Hamilton has gotten. So we've got Stroll right behind us. That's pretty good for Lance Stroll considering the car that he's in, but hopefully he doesn't look for a move. So it looks like we're catching back up to Hamilton, but again, no steer. You can just see I had to get off the throttle.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Had to get off the throttle going through the bend. And yeah, just getting a really bad run going down the back straight. You can see all the cars looking out to make passes. Got to be late on the brakes, but not too late, so you hinder your run through the little stretch here. Through last corner, real late, way too wide. So I'm guessing Leclerc is in first, since he is. If you have a look at the minimap, Ferrari's in first, so I'm considering. But yeah. I'm guessing that Leclerc is in the lead at the moment. Hamilton struggling a little bit to get past his teammate Bottas right in front of us. Again, just coming out of the corner, having to slow it up too much because the car doesn't want to turn. But DRS has not been enabled. Wait, I can't remember. I'm lost. Hopefully DRS is enabled, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. I think it waits till lap 3. So we've gone green in sector 1 and sector 2. We're hanging on to Hamilton, so hopefully we can make a move, but no, running way too wide out of that the bend. So yeah, it doesn't look like a move is going to happen on Hamilton this lap, but hopefully we can get back onto the rear of him and try to make a move in the next couple laps. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now. We're on lap 2, so we're about to get DRS, I believe. Leclerc going fastest again, so I'm guessing, yep, he is. He's pulling the gap. So yes, I was correct. DRS lap 3, but yeah, now I'm going to shut up and just let you guys watch. Running really wide going through the bend, just not getting the car to turn in enough. But yeah, you can see over the course of half a lap how much of a gap Hamilton has pulled. Stroll doesn't look like he's catching. Looks like we've got Stroll. Yeah, basically, I don't think he will be a hindrance in the later part of the race. We are on lap 3 now. We're going to lap 4. So each sector of that lap just then was red, so that's not good. But hopefully we can turn it around on lap 4. So right now we're basically not fast enough to keep up with Hamilton or the front bunch anymore. Leclerc has pulled a decent gap on that looks like the Yep, I believe that is the Red Bull team, so it's not Toro Rosso. So that's Verstappen and... Damn, I forget the other Red Bull driver. Isn't it? Nah, it's not Gasly. Damn, I forgot. Anyways, hopefully we'll be able to see it in the end screen. But yeah, just running way too wide coming out of the bend. So we're coming to get the last lap. Again, we've gone red all sectors, but it doesn't seem like we're slow enough that that's Sainz now. So Sainz has moved up to 8th spot. Doesn't look like Sainz will be able to catch us in time. So hopefully we can stay with P7, but I'm hoping at the end of the back straight, one of them go for a desperate move and take the other one out. But the odds of that happening are quite low. But you know, it's motorsport, anything can happen. Running really wide going through that last turn, eh? Just got no turn. You can see how much steer I'm putting into the car. It's not wanting to turn. Now I'm having a look at the tyre wear, just to see how much the tyres have been used, and you can see that the left hand side has been used more than the right, but again the fronts are just getting worn out. They're starting to turn yellow. They've gone from bright green to dull green, and then they're going to go to yellow. So yeah, awesome view going down the back stretch. So you can see, I think that's Stroll making a move on our teammate Carlos Sainz, but Sainz getting a better run out of the exit of that second last corner. So I think he will get it. So
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in part
we get 7th. Sainz gets 8th, which is a pretty good job considering the move that was on up. It was Perez, it wasn't Stroll, sorry.
Today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
Well, Ant, an end to another
Hopefully we
fantastic
scroll
weekend
back
of
up
racing.
here.
Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you.
Alright, so round 4, Baku, Azerbaijan. My most hated track on the whole roster. It's way too tight. You go through the castle area and they just, you know, make one little mistake and it flies in the fence. So here's our car starting on the grid. Oh, look, front row right in front of the finish line. No, we're P14th. Not so good of a start. Grosjean getting a lot better. Oh, we've chucked it up the inside from about 15th to 10th. Up the inside again on Perez. May or may not have caused that crash. I'm not saying anything. Don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, we caused that crash. So we've got our teammate right there, Sainz. It seems like our teammate's been a very big competition for us this championship. So hopefully it will stay clean and we don't end each other's races, because I'm sure that will not be helpful when we get back to the pits, you know, in the team meetings and all that after the racing. I don't mind racing our teammate, but as long as he doesn't take us out, I'm all good. So I've got Verstappen in 6th, 7th. Well, we seem when we don't crash, it seems that we don't seems that we don't. Oh, very, very good view. When we don't crash, it seems that we are staying within the P7th spot. So hopefully we can gradually make our way further up, going through the speedy S, just for the massive front straight. Very good passing maneuver going down this front straight, considering when you get DRS. We've got Charles Leclerc doing a 1:45.9, I believe it was. So hopefully we can put our head down and start to catch Verstappen. Ran a little bit wide there, just grazing the wall. Hopefully we don't endure any more damage to the car, or any at all. You can just see we're pushing a lot deeper into the corners. Starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Sainz, so hopefully we can get a gap and keep a gap so he doesn't come back and try and haunt us towards the end of the race. You know, do a silent assassin on us, make a last lap move coming from the shadows. But running real wide, having to get on the brakes, and now that's let Sainz back on our arse. Going through the castle area, very, very tight. Always dreading going through there. Thankfully we only have to do it 5 times, not, you know, 25. But Sainz looking for a move around the outside, just cutting him off there. But yeah, Verstappen and the front guys have now gotten a little bit of a gap. So that's Carlos Sainz, our teammate, pulling out, going around the outside of us. Awesome view there of the 2 McLaren F1 cars. We do the switchback, try to go up the inside of him, brake a lot later than him, run wide, try to carry speed, hit the outside wall, and now we've got slight damage to the right hand side of our front wing. And that's very, very the wing is a very important part of the car, considering that the track is very, very tight. So hopefully that doesn't hinder us that much. We go for a sneaky look up the inside, but our teammate just blocks that a little bit. So we have a look around the outside, and it actually works. So we make a move around the outside of our teammate at Azerbaijan. You don't hear that every day. But yeah, now we're back into 7th position. It is lap 3, and by us fighting with our teammate, awesome battles and all that, but it's just not the best for speed. We have gone red in the first sector. Our teammate looking up the, he's looking very aggressive with how he's racing us, almost reflecting on how what was it, Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo was at Azerbaijan a few years back, no, a couple years back. Looking up the inside, what's he gonna do? He actually keeps it up the inside, gets on the, we get on the brakes to let him go by. He hits the inside wall, bounces back and takes out the other side. So now our left side of our front wing is now yellow, which is slightly damaged. So yeah, that's never good. So we're back up the inside of our teammate. We just squeeze him a little bit onto the outside ripple chute, running wide but not hitting the wall. But as you can see right behind us, our teammate back up the inside. We do the switchback again, but yeah, as you can see behind us, we have I think that's Sergio Perez, and I haven't seen the other car. But yeah, Sergio Perez going up the inside of Sainz, us having to cover it just a little bit. Yeah, Sergio Perez is now into 8th position. But we have pulled a little bit of a gap, hitting the inside wall, having to go over the curb there. Not the best for lap times. Covering oh sorry, not Perez, Stroll. Covering Stroll just a little bit so he doesn't look for the inside move. Running very close to the walls there. Running wide, going through that corner. Looks like Stroll might have a run. Yes, he does. Stroll has a run. We go to cover the inside. Then we go to move back over. We hit him. Then we go into the wall, causing red damage on our left wing. Right side of our front wing, which isn't the best. Now it's not going to turn a certain way. We're having to block, getting on the brakes a little bit just to get the thing to turn. Now we hit the outside wall and we have to block from our teammate. I'm getting a little bit sideways. Now Stroll makes his way into 7th. And who is that? That's Magnussen. Magnussen. Oh, and Stroll pulls into the pits for some reason. We are on the last lap now. Magnussen does try to go around the outside, but doesn't work. You see, Sainz getting in the back of him, and I don't know what that third car is right behind us that has caught our group. We have got a decent gap, a little bit of a breather, you could say. But our tyres don't seem that worn, but you know, our front wing isn't the best, so we run a little bit wide there. Hitting the outside wall. Magnussen trying to go up the inside, but he's hit the side of us and wasn't able to carry speed. Been a very eventful race, but half lap to go. We've got 3 drivers right behind us, eager to get past us. And just remember, this is all for 7th position. Having to slow up a lot going through the castle section just to get the thing turned in, because we don't have a front wing anymore. Like, it's fully gone. Having a big lift going through the fast section there. I think that's Magnussen looking for a gap. Us hitting the outside wall. Part of the car did fly off, so now there's debris on the track. Hopefully another car doesn't hit it. But as you can see, we have pulled a little bit of a gap going through the and we've ran wide and we've hit the wall, carried way too much speed, got an action replay, hit the wall, and that's us out of the race. Just like that. Lando Norris, DNF, round 4 at Azerbaijan. Not the best.
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you
So as you can see here,
Definitely Antonio Giovinazzi, isn't it? No matter
Carlos
what
Sainz, our teammate, inheriting, or not inheriting, but getting 7th, our position. I rightfully earned, but doesn't matter. It is a championship, you got to remember that. But so round 5, Barcelona. So we're at Spain.
Over the past years, and there are no doubts that today's race will be just as brilliant.
Hopefully it is a brilliant race. No crashing, I hope.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean.
What am I gonna do? Shut them?
Good luck.
But yes, what are we starting? We are starting P13, so at the rear end of the grid, kind of in the middle, but you don't really want to be here because this is tend to where the crashes happen. Our teammate there in 14th, Hulkenberg in 12th. They're all going up the inside. We go for around the outside, but that's an Alfa Romeo. They're just hitting the inside of Hulkenberg and causing us to get hit. So that's our teammate. We go for a move up the... Oh! And our teammate turns us around. Couldn't see exactly what happened there, but from my perspective in the cockpit, our driver did. So now let's go to a replay. And yeah, our teammate, the move was not on. We went for a move on Hulkenberg, but just the move was not on. Our teammate should have backed out. And that's a random. Okay. Alright, so now we've got to get back on with the race, and it's just like Australia, but the gap isn't that big. Hopefully we can catch up and make some positions and get some valuable points. Braking quite late, going through I think that's the tightest corner on the track. Always hate going through that part of the circuit, because if you go in there too fast, too aggressive, it can just snap sideways and you fly in the fence, race over. So you've got to be cautious when you're going through there. Right behind Kvyat, Sebastian Vettel with the 125.1. Right behind Kvyat, going down the front straight, him pulling a little bit of a gap. We have +1 laps of fuel, so hopefully we can burn a little bit of that. Really shallow on the corner there. Quite, yeah, very apex friendly. A little bit on the grass. Awesome view going through this corner here. Touching the grass just a little bit. We can see the two Williams cars just in front of the Toro Rosso in front of us. Again, getting a little bit on the grass, but yeah, hopefully we can get past Kvyat quite fast and not get held up with him for too long. Sorry, not get held up by him for too long. Yeah, good run out of there, running a little bit wide but still carrying the speed. As you can see there, just going way too fast through that corner, trying to be aggressive, as I was saying before, and just snap sideways. Luckily I could save it, but Sebastian Vettel again doing the fastest lap. Now Lewis Hamilton does the fastest lap with the 121.3.
Okay, entering lap 3 now.
So we're on to lap 3. Okay, DRS is enabled. We haven't got past Kvyat yet, and now he does have a little bit of a gap. As you can see, the two Williams cars in front of us are racing, so hopefully that does hold up the Toro Rosso of Kvyat, and enables us to catch right up to their little group. But yeah, as suspected, it has done exactly that. I'll go up the inside, a little bit aggressive, rubbing sides with Kvyat. So now we're looking up the inside of Kubica, and that move is on. Having a little bit of a slide going through the chicane there, having to go on the inside ripple a little bit too much. But now we need to get past George Russell in the Williams. Up on the curb, right behind Russell. So now we've moved up to P18, lap 3. So we do have a little bit of time to... Oh, and we've gone way too deep. We've hit George Russell. Had to cut the corner. Hopefully we do not get a penalty for that. So we've got a big gap. George Russell moving over. We go for the move real late. We do go over the white line, but considering on how late the lunge was, a pretty good pull up. And we did get the car pulled up quite well for how late the move was. Running really wide, almost going in the grass. As you can see from the time we have got a 1:24.4, so we're about 2.2 seconds slower a lap than the front runners, which is, I think it's Lewis Hamilton. On the brakes deep, going through the tightest corner on the track, hitting the pylon back there, going over the ripple. Put a little bit of a gap on the cars behind. Looks like one of the Williams has fallen back quite a bit. He's gone from, the two Williams have gone from first and second in that little bunch to now first and third. So one of them not having the best.
This is your final lap.
Not having the best. It was Russell. So Russell's gone from first to third out of that little bunch there. So not the best sequence of events for him.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Okay, so we're pulling on Kvyat for about 0.3 a lap, they said, and we're just going faster. So hopefully we can pull that gap a little bit more, so we don't have to worry about them. But it is lap 5, last lap. We're in P17. Hopefully a crash or something happens in front to bring them towards us. So you can just see the way that I'm driving, that I'm pushing. I'm trying to get everything out of the car, trying to just catch them just a little bit, because if they make a mistake or have a crash and it slows them up a second, if I'm within that second, I can make a move. But now coming to the end of the lap, it doesn't look like anything is going to happen, so unfortunately it looks like 17th might be the best for us. But considering we did get taken out by our teammate, 17th is okay. It's not the best, but it's an alright finish to a pretty shit start.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Awesome helmet there from Lando Norris.
Who was your driver of the day, Ant?
So Clerk does win that one.
He was
Yeah.
unstoppable out on the track today, weaving
Fastest lap Lewis Hamilton with a 1:31.3. So we're a little bit off him, but yeah, our teammate had 13th. Alright, so now we're at Monaco, round 6 of the championship. 5 laps at Monaco.
Tension in the air as we move into race day here at Monaco. It's a track that requires the full concentration of the drivers with zero margin for error.
Yep.
Test their skills to the absolute limits. So no wonder it remains a fan favorite.
100%. I agree with that fully.
Heroics into Sandoval, please.
No heroics.
We just need to stay in one piece.
Yep. I agree with that. No no lunges. Just got to brake normal. But yeah, let's just get a nice normal start. Just get in the pack. Oh, and we've missed our braking point and chucked it at somebody. I've got nothing to say about that. Let's just move on. Like, yeah. So now we go up. I don't know many of the names of the corners. Like Sandavant, I don't know any of that. But now we're coming to the very famous hairpin, very tight. Basically a car park here. Everybody very slow. It's quite clustered when you get to lap, when you get to the hairpin on lap 1. So we're in P6, so this is the best we've been all championships so far. That's Bottas looking for a move up the inside. We miss our braking area, our braking point. We get given a 2-second time penalty, and that's now ruined our race. So hopefully we can make it further up in the field, so it makes our 2-second time penalty not as hindrance. Awesome view going down the front bend, because it's not really a straight, it's a bend. Haven't done that much practice at Monaco, so excuse me for my terrible driving. It's a very, very tight track, so you got to be very, very aware of where everything is, walls, all that, and I don't know much about Monaco. Like for Australia, for instance, I've done a lot of practice there, and I know the track very well, where Monaco, I don't know it that well. So we've got Bottas right behind us. Oh, almost into the wall. Looking behind us, not good. And I believe we do graze the wall there. So on the brakes real hard, get it turned in. We do block from Bottas, trying to make him, just trying to cut off the the chance of him making a move. The fast chicane there, another fast chicane. Bottas all over the rear of our car. Us running wide, getting on the brakes a little bit, slowing the car up just so it doesn't hit the wall on exit. So Charles Leclerc doing the fastest lap. So yeah, DRS has now been enabled, so hopefully we can still keep Bottas behind us and make it so he doesn't have a chance to go past us when we do get to the straights. So we're in P6 on lap 3, which is actually quite good considering what I thought we would, how we would go. But unfortunately, I believe that the whole lap, turn 1, lap 1 incident wasn't, you know, that might have helped us get up. And we've ran wide, understeered into the fence, hit the outside wall, and then we've missed our braking point, haven't been able to turn in, and been given another 2-second penalty. So as of right now, we have a 4-second time penalty, and they're all bunched up right behind us. So we're in 6th position now. It's going to be quite interesting seeing what we would get at the end of the race. So hopefully we can pull a little bit of a gap, like now where us and Bottas are pulling a bit of a gap. Going over the front first corner ripple strip. Hopefully we don't get another time penalty for cutting corners or exceeding track limits again. I'm getting to the very, very tight hairpin. Still not turning. Not good for the not good for us considering the bunch of cars right behind us. If Bottas does manage to, and we hit the outside wall again, hopefully we don't crash like we did at Azerbaijan. That would be quite embarrassing, doing that twice in one episode, in one video. So Bottas right on our arse, going into the last lap, and we run real wide. Bottas looks up the inside. He does go up the inside, but he just doesn't. He pulls out. Very smart driving. Now he's gone around the outside. Now we go up the inside again, over the turn 1 curb. A bunch of them all just stacked up right behind us. Hopefully we can keep it that way, or hopefully we can pull a gap. Awesome camera view here. Looks like we're in a helicopter. Yeah, you can just hear the sound of the cars going from real high pitch to low. It's just funny. Hitting the outside wall, going out of that corner. Hitting the outside wall again. Hopefully we don't hit the outside wall here as well. We do. We hit the outside wall again. So the left front tire doesn't look the best shape. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, just fall off, considering we've only got half a lap to go. You can just see the train of cars right behind us. They're looking for a move on each other, but doesn't look like they're gonna have the space to get past us. We come onto the front straight here. Monaco on track. We get 6th, but considering the the 4-second penalties, which is two 2-second penalties from the corner cutting, we get 14th spot.
Who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud.
But
yeah, there's Leclerc there in first, looking like a very good contender for the championship, winning his home Grand Prix. So yeah, hope you've all enjoyed the video. Basically, this has taken me quite a long time. It's taken me over 8 hours to record and edit. So hopefully you guys can smash the like button and subscribe. I do enjoy doing these type of videos with the whole commentating and racing and all that. So yeah, if you do enjoy all that, hit the like button. I appreciate it. If you want to see me do other type of racing on F1 2019, by all means, yeah, just comment down below what type of racing. I might be doing some online in a little bit. Might be doing a live stream, be racing with some of you guys. But yeah, basically, part two is going to be the rest of the championship. There's definitely going to be a part 3 because each part will have 6 rounds. I think there's 21 rounds in a championship, so you can do the math. There's going to be like 3.5 rounds, parts, sorry. So yeah, this is basically it. So peace out, everybody.